We are living with natural blessings, the sunshine, wind, shower of rains. All are indispensable for our lives, and we are taking the benefit from these natural resources. However, sometimes the bountiful nature serves as pain for us. Cyclones, floods, earthquake, tsunami, thunder lightning, tornado, landslide, and fire. There are many threats to distract our normal life. Huge amount of people and properties were suddenly lost in the event of disasters that disturbs our development as well as give the negative impact to our life for a long time. The Republic of the Union of Myanmar also has records of multi-disasters. Cyclone Nargis in 2008 caused the most serious damages in the Irrawaddy Delta. The community experienced a huge loss of lives, around 140,000 people, as well as properties and livelihood. The impact of disasters is related to the high vulnerability of households and community. Lack of knowledge is one of the factors of vulnerability.
ရုပ်တဲ့ညနေဆောင်လေးပေါ့နော်လေဒီယိုဖွင့်ပြီးနားထောင်တယ်မုံတိုင်းကကျင်ညာတယ်ကျင်ညာပေးမဲ့ဒါပေမဲ့စိတ်ထဲမှာတစ်ခါမှမကြုံတွေ့ဘူးတော့ဒီလောက်ကြီးကြီးမမိုက်ဖြစ်မယ်လို့လုံးဝမထင်ခဲ့ဘူးပေါ့မထင်ခဲ့တော့အဲ့လိုနေလိုက်တာပဲပေါ့ဒီတိုင်းနာခဲ့ဖြစ်မယ်ဆိုတော့ရေဒီယိုသတင်းကတော့ကြားတော့သို့တော်လည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ကဒီအတွေ့အကြုံမရှိဘူးတဲ့အခါကျတော့ဒီနာခဲ့ဆိုတော့ဘာမှလည်းမသိဘူး
Not only cyclone, Myanmar is on the risk of tsunami and earthquake. The plate boundaries called Indo-Burma between India and Myanmar has been estimated to cause an earthquake, and the active fault called Sakai Fault existed on the middle of major cities, and great earthquake were recorded. On 11th November 2012, the earthquake at the Beijing was also one of the results of the motions of this fault. How much do we know about risk of surrounding, and how much do we prepare for that? It is true, we are powerless to stop earthquake not be occurred, no cyclone to be generated. But we need to know we have a power to reduce the impact of disasters. And the beginning is gaining knowledge. The preparedness based on accurate knowledge and skill on disasters can make big difference in saving life and properties from disasters. The knowledge on the risk of surrounding, realizing the coming dangers at the earliest, understanding the cause of the result, identifying the useful resources, and gaining skill to fight against or escaping from the dangers. All this knowledge and skill can make a big difference at the time of emergency. SEEDS, Asia from Japan and Myanmar Engineering Society have created very unique training program with effective learning tools for disaster risk reduction, which is called MKRC, Mobile Knowledge Resource Center in a shape of truck, and WKRC, Water Knowledge Resource Center in a shape of ship. Anyone from small children to senior citizens can participate to enhance their capacity against disaster with enjoyable and easily understandable way through visual exhibitions and participatory programs of MKRC and WKRC. After training, the increase of knowledge and upgrading the skilled participants were confirmed. 99% participants answered they feel their capacities for disaster risk reduction were enhanced and obvious difference in knowledge.
We have not done much concerning the disaster risk reduction matters, especially educating our people, and also there's a soft side, also hard side also. We are not so much done yet. So we need to do a lot. So starting from the soft side, we need to educate our people and disseminate our knowledge on disaster risk reduction. So these are the things we should start.
The loss could have been less if the communities had been more aware of the risk of such disasters and how to prepare and respond to them. To solve this situation, and to strengthen resilience of communities at risk to natural disasters in Myanmar, the need of a knowledge resource center was strongly felt. Then MKRC and Wkrc were launched with the mission of reaching the unreachable.
So from many disasters experience in Japan, we have learned that knowledge and the practice will be the power when emergency comes. So the goal of MKRC and Wkrc is to aware community about the risk and to enhance individual, family and neighborhood actions by sharing knowledge and skills.
Thus, educational materials of different types and topics were mounted on MKRC and Wkrc in order to make it mobile and transported to different locations and target groups that are teachers, students, and communities. Disaster risk reduction training with MKRC and Wkrc have three characteristics. Learning with fun by the methodology of KIDA. Visual equipments were developed with the concept of KIDA, knowledge, interest, desire, action. KIDA emphasizes knowledge, interest, and desire to promote action, and actual actions are significant outputs of disaster education. Training of trainers TOT approach. Dissemination is the key for raising awareness. That's why MKRC and Wkrc conduct training of trainers TOT first, then the trainers such as teachers will be ambassadors of MKRC and Wkrc to teach DRR to others. By this TOT approach, enhance the level of involvement which makes knowledge and skill to be remained with them. Short and effective. Disaster risk reduction training by MKRC and Wkrc need just 1 or 2 days. Effective training materials such as visual presentation of posters, videos, and miniature models enable people to capture the points easily in short time. The training consists of quiz, PowerPoint presentation and disaster movies, emergency bag making, card game, exhibition of MKRC and Wkrc, town watching program, Inamura no Hi story presentation. By utilizing all these methodologies and equipments, everyone can understand how disaster risk reduction is important and what needs to be done before, during, and after disaster. MKRC and Wkrc has been reached over 217 schools and communities in Ayeyarwady region, Yangon region, Bago region, and Rakhine State. Totally around more than 20,000 people received training by MKRC or Wkrc at the end of December 2012.
အခုဆိုဘောဒီမှာတင်ထားဆိုတော်တော်များများတည်ခဲ့ရပါပြီရေကြောင်တို့ငလျင်ကြောင်တို့မီးဘေးကြောင်ပေါ့လေကြောင်တို့စိုက်ကလုံးမုတ်တိုင်းလေးတို့အဲ့လိုမျိုးတွေတည်ခဲ့ရပါတယ်
တို့ကအရင်တော့ဆိုတိတ်မသိရဟာလေမော်တော်ကြောင်နေတိတ်မသိကြဘူးလူကြောင်နာလောက်ပဲရှိကြတာရှိရယ်ဟိုနေတင်တဲ့တက်လက်တက်ပြီးရောတေးချသိရယ်ဘယ်လိုလုပ်ရမလဲကွာကွယ်ရမယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာတွေအကုန်သိရယ်
ဒီလေဆန်နံမောင်းဆိုတာလည်းဘာမှမသိဘူးဆူနာမီဆိုတာလည်းဘာမှမသိဘူးဒီသင်တန်းကိုတက်လိုက်ရတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့ဒီဟောပြောပွဲလေးကိုနားထောင်လိုက်ရတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့လို့လေဆန်နံမောင်းကဘာလဲဆူနာမီကဘာလဲမီးလောင်နေဆိုတာအပူတွေလောင်စာတွေဒီဓာတ်အောက်ဆီဂျင်လို့ခေါ်တဲ့ဒီပစ္စည်း၃မျိုးဟာဓာတ်ဗေဒနည်းနဲ့ဓာတ်ပြုပြီးတော့လောင်နေဆိုတာတွေပေါ့နော်အများကြီးပဲအတွေ့အကြုံဘူးတူတာတွေရခဲ့ပါတယ်ရှင်
After receiving the training from MKRC and Wkrc, questionnaire and quiz results showed the obvious increase of awareness, knowledge and skill not only among teachers but also among students who joined.
ကျမတို့အခုဒီဘေးကနေရောပါရေးဆိုင်ရာဆွေးနွေးပွဲတွေကိုတက်လိုက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့မှကျမတို့တွေလူရှုထားမိတော့မေ့ထားမိတော့အချက်တွေကိုကျမတို့တွေဒါမဖြစ်မနေလှုပ်ဆောင်ရတော့မယ်ကျမတို့ကိုယ်တိုင်လည်းလှုပ်ဆောင်ရမယ်ကျမတို့ပတ်ဝန်းကျင်မှာလည်းလှုပ်ဆောင်လာအောင်လှုပ်ဆော်ပေးရမယ်ကျမတို့ကလေးတွေကိုလည်းနော်ဒီအန်ရဲ့ကာကွယ်ရေးတွေမဖြစ်မနေလုပ်တင်နေဆိုတာကိုကျမတို့တွေအသိပေးရမယ်ဆိုတာကိုကျမသိလာရတယ်ပေါ့
According to the monitoring survey, it was confirmed that even after a year, the knowledge from MKRC and Wkrc retained in their mind and took preparedness measures such as building more resistant monastery, organizing disaster risk reduction task force committee among schools, preparing emergency bag at home, and taking proper actions at the time of early warning for tsunami, which was issued on 11th April 2012. Another finding was 95% of students have been sharing their disaster risk reduction knowledge and skill with their friends and family members. There were a lot of activities continued by the school or individual to take action for disaster risk reduction. Conducted evacuation drills, made evacuation plan. I made emergency bag. I shared what I've learned. We made safer construction, utilizing the building methodology for making monasteries safer. We made life-saving bottles. Based on the findings above, it was clearly found the effectiveness of the training by MKRC and Wkrc in terms of the knowledge acquiring, retaining, disseminating, and attitude towards disaster risk reduction. Additionally, the results showed that training alumni are continuing their knowledge sharing program at their school and in their respective residence as well.
တကူကပါလဲဆိုတော့လူတို့ကိုတဘာဘေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အသိပညာပေးရန်ဆိုတဲ့ရည်ရွယ်ချက်ရှိတယ်။ဆိုတော့ဒီရည်ရွယ်ချက်ကိုကောင်းထည်ဖော်တဲ့ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ဒီသင်တန်းကကျွန်တော်တို့ဌာနရဲ့ရည်ရွယ်ချက်တစ်ခုကိုကောင်းထည်ဖော်တဲ့သင်တန်းဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မရှိမဖြစ်လိုအပ်တဲ့သင်တန်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်။
Disseminating the engineering knowledge by using that kind of, material, that kind of exhibit, that kind of sample houses, these are very helpful for them to understand very well. So I think to disseminate engineering knowledge, that kind of, providing knowledge is better for them.
SEEDS Asia and Myanmar Engineering Society hopes to reach more people who don't have opportunities of disaster risk reduction education. We would like to say that let's work together with the concept of Build Back Better and disaster resilient country.